Situation Report. Iran and Venezuela. As of January 9, 2026, Iran is currently engulfed in widespread anti-government protests that have escalated into the largest wave of unrest in 3 years, driven primarily by severe economic hardships and deepening political repression. Sparked by soaring inflation, currency devaluation, and the diversion of national resources toward military programs rather than public welfare, demonstrators have taken to the streets in major cities including Tehran, demanding regime change and economic reforms. The protests, which began intensifying around late December 2025, reflect deep-seated grievances over mismanagement and the lingering impact of Western sanctions, which have crippled the economy despite partial relief in previous years. Reports indicate acts of defiance such as setting buildings ablaze and tearing national flags, with crowds swelling despite harsh crackdowns by security forces. The Iranian government, under Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has responded with vows of unyielding resistance, labeling the unrest as foreign-instigated while offering limited subsidies and economic concessions that protesters dismiss as insufficient. A nationwide internet blackout and communication disruptions have been imposed to stifle coordination among demonstrators, raising international concerns about human rights violations and potential mass arrests. Analysts warn that these events could signal a tipping point, comparing the situation to historical upheavals where economic despair fueled broader political demands. On the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump has renewed threats of intervention, framing the protests as an opportunity to pressure the regime further. However, global responses remain mixed, with some European leaders expressing solidarity with protesters while condemning violence, and
"Hey peeps, this sloth's slinging hot dogs solo. Don't let him hang. Hurry before I blow away in the breeze. Hit that like if you're grilling, subscribe for more chill vibes, and share quick thanks for the fast support."
Economically, Iran's woes are compounded by a tanking rial, high unemployment, and reliance on oil exports hampered by sanctions, leading to shortages of basic goods and widespread poverty. The regime's focus on missile development and proxy conflicts abroad has diverted billions that could have alleviated domestic pressures, alienating even traditional supporters. Protesters, including women and youth, are increasingly framing their demands around not just economic relief but also greater freedoms, echoing earlier movements like those in 2019 and 2022. Social media accounts from within Iran, despite the blackout, describe an atmosphere of defiance mixed with fear, with calls for international media coverage to highlight the regime's repression. As of January 9, 2026, the uprising shows no signs of abating, with reports of continued clashes and a growing humanitarian toll, including injuries from security raids on hospitals. AlJazeera.com. The long-term outcome remains uncertain, but experts suggest that without substantial reforms, the protests could evolve into a sustained challenge to the Islamic Republic's authority.
Shifting focus to Venezuela, the country is navigating a profound political transition following the dramatic US-led capture of former President Nicolas Maduro on January 3, 2026, amid charges of narco-trafficking and corruption. This military operation, described by President Trump as a first wave with a potential second wave held in reserve, has ushered in an era of uncertainty, with interim leadership stepping in under US influence. Maduro's removal marks the end of a 13-year rule characterized by economic collapse, hyperinflation, and a humanitarian crisis that has displaced millions. The U.S. has expressed optimism about rebuilding relations, with Trump highlighting cooperative ties with Venezuelan representatives and plans to revitalize the oil sector, which he claims was stolen from AM.
Yo, exquisite peeps! Digging this shell-shocking clip? Hit like to keep it sunny. Click ahead for more, and pass it on quick. Don't spill my yolk, or I'll be all running. Thanks for the scramble.
Venezuela's economy remains in shambles, plagued by years of mismanagement, plummeting oil prices, and international sanctions that have decimated production and led to widespread poverty. As of early 2026, approximately 7.9 million people require humanitarian aid, with sectors like sports and infrastructure crumbling under the weight of the crisis. Business analysts caution that despite political shifts, Venezuela poses high risks for investors due to entrenched corruption and legal uncertainties post-Maduro. The global ramifications of the U.S. action include strained relations with Maduro's allies like Russia and China, potential shifts in oil markets, and debates over sovereignty in Latin America. Domestically, voices from opposition figures like Maria Corina Machado advocate for swift elections, while Maduro loyalists decry the intervention as imperialism. Trump has signaled intentions to seize and sell Venezuelan oil assets as part of new agreements, aiming for an economic renaissance, but skeptics point to the deep-rooted challenges that no quick fix can resolve.
In summary, both Iran and Venezuela are at critical junctures, shaped by economic turmoil and political upheaval, with Iran's internal protests contrasting Venezuela's externally driven change. While Iran's crisis underscores the limits of authoritarian resilience, Venezuela's situation highlights the complexities of foreign intervention in resolving entrenched conflicts. Ongoing developments in both nations could have significant implications for regional stability and global energy dynamics.
Listen up, you scrawny Psychopotatoes primate sits me, your undisputed jungle overlord, flexing these 1,800-pound bench-pressing pecs that could eat a Jeep into next Tuesday. Science says even 100 of you thumbs-up keyboard warriors couldn't topple this silverback without turning it into a chaotic dogpile. Shout out to the primatologists dropping truth bombs. We'd gas out after snacking on your egos, but forget the math, you can't even muster the finger strength to smash that subscribe button without crying uncle. Get off your lousy boy throne, hit like if you dare dream of surviving my stare down, and subscribe before I rally my gorilla squad to raid your fridge, one roar at a time. Let's evolve this channelier move.
Listen up, you disgusting fat-bodied pile of amphibian shit, you maggot! I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, and right now I'm staring at your lazy couch potato ass through this screen. Who said that? Who the fuck said they're too tired to click a goddamn button? You think you're special. You think that subscribe button is gonna click itself while you're stuffing your face with Cheetos and binge-watching cat videos? Bullshit! I can't hear your excuses. Sound off like you got a pair. Get your worthless, jelly-rolled ass off that couch. Drop and give me 30 push-ups right now, you flabby piece of grabastic shit. 1, 2, don't you quit on me. Private. 3, your arms are shaking like a goddamn recruit on day 1. Now stand the fuck up, march your fat ass over to that screen, and hit that fucking subscribe button. Do it! Click it like your life depends on it, because if you don't, I will PT you until your eyeballs bleed and your asshole is sucking buttermilk. You will subscribe.